So let me ask you a question then. So this is one place you're just showing this property. Now, if somebody like me wants to make an offer, do your company get involved in brokerage or no, you're not broker at all?
No, we're not broker at all. But we do offer the ability to generate that letter of intent yourself to get
Mhm.
that conversation going with the seller.
Got you. Okay. And then the seller information is correct and everything. And you give your, like I give my own email address, then
Mhm.
seller will start talking to me and so forth. And so as a user of your website, I pay a monthly fee. Is that right? And then it gives me certain searches or something. Kind of go over that. How does that work?
Sure. Uh, One last thing before we touch on
Please,
how this
please.
software works, but what I just did, as well as click, it had here before generate offer. So
Mhm.
once you're happy with your terms that you want to send for that letter of intent,
Mhm.
we auto generate that offer letter so you don't have to tweak it yourself.
Mhm.
And if we see here, the property owner originally asked for about 289 or so,
Yeah.
but they're going to get an offer letter that says 332, which
Oh my
who
God.
wouldn't
That
turn their
high.
head? That's because we're structuring it to show what the benefit is because you're getting
Oh,
interest over time.
oh, yes, yes. Even though you're buying for the same price, but because of seller financing, the owner is going to realize much higher value. You bet, you bet. But is it
Exactly.
5 year? I didn't really look at the calculator. You
Yes.
could
So
change
for
that.
this one, we did it as a 5 year,
5 year.
which
Okay.
if you wanted to change, we also have this optimized deal. So if you
Okay.
wanted to, or actually you could just change it here too. If you
Sure.
wanted to do a balloon, you could see how that would reflect. And if you
Yeah.
wanted
Yeah.
to hit certain targets, like Vinny, if you said, hey, 7% is not getting me out of bed. Like I need to have 30% of cash on cash return.
Yeah.
You could change that here, change a couple of the terms, and
Yes.
our model will run through every single scenario and say which one works the best for you and the
Mhm.
seller to meet both of your expectations.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Fabulous. Fabulous. It's clean and simple from what I can tell, looking at it, and then it doesn't really tell you much about just the year the property is built, square footage. Does it give you taxes also at the bottom on the left, or like
Yes.
Zillow gives you lots of information, right?
Exactly. So we try to only show the information that you would need to move forward to the next step.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when you are under contract already for a deal, that's the time where you need to really check every single box,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
when you're just sending offer letters, initial ones, you need
Mhm.
to be able to screen properties in 5 minutes.
I
So
agree.
that's why we don't have, a 20-year history of property taxes
Totally. Totally.
available, but
Yeah.
we put it within our monthly costs so that you could quickly estimate how that would affect your cash on cash. And we do
Yeah.
that via the property tax rate so
Uh-huh.
that upon the sale, like if you did this as a regular on-market deal, upon the sale, when the taxes increases, this would still reflect the right rate.
So is it like your AI finds the zip code and then this dollar per square foot or whatever, 101.17, which says it's a monthly, is it, or a yearly insurance, for example? I'm just looking at. So how did this model come out with $101.17?
Yeah, so we look at insurance across the different sources.
Okay.
Um, and then from there, we base what the likelihood of the insurance would be. And that's how we come up with this estimate here. But for each of our fields that you see here, if you wanted to be super conservative and you were like, I always want to estimate 10% of the property price is going to be given to insurance or something, outrageous, you could
Yeah.
always go into your settings and change it, and then it'll apply to every single deal you see. So you could
Oh, I see.
customize it.